This property flooded every single year like clockwork whenever there were heavy rains. If you're new here, my name's Christina Smith. I'm a realtor in Southern California, and I specialize in complex real estate transactions. If you've been following this story, you know that I have a client dealing with serious situational hoarding, and now we're adding flood damage to the top of everything else. When I first started working with them, I honestly thought that once we got the property fully cleared out, we could probably sell to a traditional buyer. But discovering the flooding situation changed everything. Because once you start talking about repeated flooding, water damage, possible mold, you are no longer dealing with a simple clean out. You are dealing with a property that has become unlendable. And if a home is unlendable, that means your buyer pool gets much smaller. To cash buyers, specifically cash investor buyers. After about 4 months of cleaning out the property and going through everything, I got a call that the home had flooded again. At the time, we were having heavy rains, and I remember thinking, again, what does that mean? I went over to the house to assess the situation, and sure enough, water was flooding into the downstairs master bedroom from behind the wall. There was probably about a good 2.5 inches of standing water in the master bedroom and the family room, because those were kind of adjoining. It was the master bedroom, the master bath, and then the family room on the other side. At the time, they were literally using a shop vac to suck up as much water as they could and dump it back outside. This had become their routine every single rainy season. Wait for the flooding, vacuum the water out, hope for the best. I grabbed a flashlight, I went outside to look around, and I noticed about a 1/4 inch crack in the stucco that ran along the whole entire length of the house. It was very clear the stucco had been compromised, and that's how the water was getting into the house. Most people think stucco is waterproof and can last forever, but if it gets cracks in it, it can definitely allow water to get into the home. When you're dealing with repeat water intrusion, especially behind walls, you're not just talking about simple wet carpet. You're talking about mold, drywall damage, possible framing issues, and long-term structural concerns. I asked her if there was any way to call insurance and get it fixed, and she told me they had already done that the first time it happened. Next, I'm going to get into exactly what they did with the insurance money and why this issue was never fixed.